Good day, everybody. It's Max, and this is Drive Beyond Horizons. You betcha. And I can drive 500 kilometers, and I can drive 500 more. You betcha. 500? I mean, weren't we just at 200? Well, there's quite the story to that, people. And as you can see, I'm at 42 at the moment. Yeah. I mean, you know, we were at 200 kilometers. Things were going well. I'm now at 500 kilometers. Things are going well. The in-between parts were confusing and somewhat hair-pulling experience. So, with that, before we get started, big thanks to those watching this wacky series. You know, I'll probably play it one or two more times to wrap up, because, of course, I am about to start playing for Starbirds and, of course, for Mr. Prepper. And, of course, both of those games, this was a filler for me while we, I needed some brainless brain power, people, and that's where we are. So with that, I just want to thank everybody that's been watching the series, having a little fun. You know, on the odd occasion, I might even do a video on it, and, you know, even after other series starts or other games, just to show where I am with progress, because sometimes late at night, I need a mindless thing, and this is very mindless. So, I mean, it's glitchy, but it's mindless. So with that, let's get to it. So before starting today, people, I just want to catch this lightning storm. I've already experienced this lightning storm only one other time in the game, and it is freaking amazing. I got to admit, this, you know, the game is clunky, right? Let's not kid ourselves, people. The game is clunky, and you know, it's got its issues. That's for sure. We're going to cover some of those. I'm trying to hope to catch another. Yeah, of course it's going to strike in the same place twice, because lightning never does that. Come on. Anyway, nevertheless, of course, one of the things I must admit, which is crazy decent. Oh yeah, there was a good one. It's crazy decent. Is the weather in this game? The lightning. I mean, the lightning storm. Now, like I said, I've only ever driven through one other of these, and it was really early in the drive, and so unfortunately, I wasn't recording at the time, and I didn't even have the software up to try and even get some recording done. So I'm afraid it had to be passed. But this time, I managed to save the game just as the storm started, and we got to we're going to get to enjoy a little bit of this, because I must admit this is pretty cool, right? Of course, I really wish the lightning would stop hitting behind the garage, and start hitting out in front of us. That would be really great, because this will only last so long, right? And then unfortunately it goes away. So, nevertheless, I just wanted to catch this on camera, because I mean, the graphics of this storm are pretty freaking amazing. Really, dude? Really? There we go. There's one in front of us. That's awesome. Yeah, so I actually am waiting for the night to pass out. I am going to bring you back. But I did want to catch this storm first. So, people, our adventure begins here. Now, you will notice a few things. One, we have driven 353 kilometers. That's like almost like 150 kilometers more than when the last episode left off. Two, the Mustang is missing. The Goat Tang is not there, which is sad. And we're going to talk about that in a second. We do have a trailer, though, and we'll talk about that in a second. Third, we're at this garage at the 350 mark, because there is a truck here, and I have stripped this truck for parts, which, of course, it's right down to the bone, right, except for one piece, which is, of course, is the frame itself. And all them parts that I have been able to gather are now in this trailer. So the engine, which is a story of its own, and we'll get to it. Tires, pedals, most of the stuff you need to run this truck all right, is in this trailer. So, what is the story? We're going to head on up the road here, and I'm going to tell you a story. And the story is all about how Max thought, hey, you know what would be a good idea? I should find a truck. And you know what was another idea? To find that truck faster, I need to leave the Mustang behind so I could temporarily move faster. All right? So let's talk about 200 kilometers ago, or 150 kilometers ago at the 200 kilometer mark when I left you off. So I think we're safe to go now. All right. We'll slowly head on up the road here. We won't drive too fast on this one, people. I've already had enough excitement with crashes and stuff over my adventure. So here we go. Okay, you know what you should do? You should also take that border away because people can't see that you just drove 353 kilometers because the border was blocking it. There you go. Okay, so what do we got here? First, I do need to find something to eat. So back at the 200 kilometer mark, I had started. Now, I usually have a little time in my evenings or whatever, and sometimes not enough to record much of anything. And again, we're playing in infinite mode, right? So it's not like I have to record every single stop, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, as things happen, I've made recordings. And so, of course, with the goat tang, and that looks like a garage to me. It is a garage. No, it's one of them silly farm. It's one of them silly cows. Yeah, carry on. Sometimes it's really hard to see in the dark, people. All right, there we go. Come on. Yeah, this trailer's coming with me. Gosh darn it. So, I think it was around the 225 mark. And I had come across this truck, okay? And now this truck was beautiful. I mean, it had so many parts. So many parts. The one thing it was missing was an engine, okay? And you couldn't put the car engines into it because, of course, the gas tanks got full of diesel. They won't start. So, okay, that's fine. All right. So, and I mean, this thing was so good looking. So good looking. Oh, easy. Yeah. Okay, there we go. It was so good looking. And, I mean, it had so many parts. It had the pedals. It had it had everything. It had a battery. It had it all except an engine, right? And, of course, there was no engine to be found anywhere. All right. So I'm towing the goat tang around. And by this time, I've actually got the goat tang pretty nice looking. Again, this is around the 225 to 235 marker. And I'd come across a couple of garages with metallic orange paint. And I had started painting the car up. It was looking really good. I had tires for it. You know, it was drivable even, right? I found its proper engine compared to my proper engine. We can always talk about proper engines in all these cars in a bit. But the one thing this truck did not have was an engine, which you now see in this trailer that's behind me. And so I thought, oh, you know what? This is no problem. This is no problem. You know, I've seen videos of people towing cars around, right, and whatever, and I thought, you know what would be great is to have this truck, because it even had the bed and everything. This thing had everything except for an engine and missing a few windows. And I thought, yeah, I should have a truck, and I can drag my goat tang and my trans around, and it will have the power, right? I'm not going to have any problems. But with the goat tang attached to the car, progress was slow, right? Like it's slow going up the road, right? And I had this brilliant plan, and my brilliant plan was, well, I'm just going to leave the goat tang here, right? Now the nice part was, because it was at the 225 marker, I knew exactly where it was. It was 225. I just knew I had to drive until I found an engine for the truck, right? And I mean, up to this point, I'd come across several diesel engines for this truck, right? And I thought, no problem. I'm just going to drive up the road, right? One, it will allow me to see ahead what's coming up. Two, right? I would also be able to, is that a phone booth or Yeah, it's just a phone booth. I'm not going to worry about that. I would be able to see this truck, or see what's up ahead, and 2, find an engine, right? And I would bring it back, right? And the goat tang would be safe, right? It would be safe with the truck. Everything is good, right? So I unhook the car. I unload my car of most of my stuff, because it's a thing. And I go off up the road. Well, it turns out I do not find an engine for this truck for a long, long time, people. I mean, a long time. So long. So long. And I mean, like, it was at the I think it was at the 306 marker where I finally found an engine for this truck. And I mean, that's like 75 kilometers. I've almost literally done an episode of just driving up the road, making stops everywhere, looking for an engine for this truck. But I find one, and it's right there, right? I find one. And I get it to attach to the car. Yes, once again, I pull a hood trick, and I get it to stick to the front of the car. And I drive this thing all the way back to 225. Only to find that all my stuff has despawned. And I don't know. My heart wasn't in it, people. I didn't rage quit. I wasn't losing my mind, right? All right, so this has no battery, so this is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Without a battery, there's no way I can get this truck to start, which is too bad. Because there's a rocket launcher here. That's great. I should get a can of food out of the car, though. Is there any other parts I can steal from you, my good friend? Because I doubt it. Well, what is this? Is that the windshield for this truck? I doubt it. It's the back windshield for this truck, though. Guess who's coming with me? That's right. One day, people. One day. Oh, darn it. Am I going to be able to get this to fit in this trailer without losing stuff? This could be a new challenge, people. This has to be the new challenge. All right, so if I turn it this way and then turn it up just a wee bit and then get it to fit in here just like so. Come on, you got to fit in there. All right, we'll try that and see if it sticks. I mean, this trailer's pretty full now, right? What is this? This is the radio for that truck. I see it has a radio already. Can I pull the radio out of this truck? No, you're not going to let me have that radio? All right, that's fine. I already got, what do we got here for pedals? I already have, why can't I not see what's going on here? There are no pedals in that truck, dude. And there's no radio in it either. So, you know what? You should probably take that radio and try to squeeze it in here somehow. There you go. Okay, so can I get the bed on this trailer? I would love to have the bed. But I think the bed is going to have to be the last thing I find later. Okay, so we have, what is this? So we can drink this, but we have no food here. Is that what I'm looking at? Okay, is there any food here at all? The car's actually in good shape. The car is in good shape. We do not need to worry about the car. I just need to move this for a minute to see if there's any food underneath it. That looks like food. Yes, we will take that. All right, so I desperately need a battery. You need a battery. That's the desperate thing I need. I need a battery. It's the way this works, people. It's what I'm looking for. It says there's another part on this truck, and I'm not finding it. That would be the emergency engage brake, right? So if I take that off, now you're down to 1. Yeah, all right. I already have an emergency brake. I don't need it. Okay, so back to my story. So my stuff has all despawned. I mean, all my stuff. The stuff I'd left behind for storage. The stuff I'd left behind everywhere. All my stuff. We're not going to get that back window, are we? I don't think we are. Can I pull the engine trick? Well, we're going to try. This is not easy to do, by the way. I just want to point that out. It is not easy to do. Now. Don't be like that. You know that this has to be like pretty much near perfect. And we have to put it on the hood of the car. Okay, I think that might have done it. We'll find out. And it has. Excellent. We got the sticky to work. All right, let's get outside the car because I can't see. One, looks like we might have lost a tire. I'm not going to panic over that. There usually tends to be one tire kicking around, and I'm not surprised I lost one tire. I had them stacked pretty high, so as long as we don't lose anything else, I'll be fine, right? So with a broken heart, because life's been pretty tough to me lately. With a broken heart, I had to make a decision as to how I was going to handle this huge loss. I mean, all I had was the car and not much else. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to, and you got to remember, I've lost a lot of stuff. All right, I've just driven a lot of distance and had a whole bunch of stuff despawn, and now I've got to try and drive like 75 crazy kilometers to get things to respawn again. So, okay, fine. Which is what I do. I drive basically back up the road, and that's how it works, people. I drive back up the road, and things started respawning again after we got back to where I'd found the engine. And of course, then I found the stores with a few weapons. I found the stores with a few other things, and then I came across that garage that we started the episode at, and that garage had that truck, and that truck was pretty put together as well, except it had no battery. And the problem is that you can't just use a car battery. You cannot use a car battery to handle this. It just will not work. Okay, I'm just making sure we don't lose anything out of the back, because those speed bumps are evil. So with no battery, you can't use the car battery. It doesn't have enough cranking amps. It just doesn't work. I know. I've had to reload the game after destroying the battery in the car, and then of course now with no battery, I have no truck and no car, and then you're basically done, right? So with that, my only other option was to strip down the truck as much as possible and take every single part with me. Now, one thing I had collected just before heading back was this trailer. Okay? And this trailer now holds all my truck parts. It has a couple of weapons in it, but basically it just has a bunch of truck parts. And that truck, between this trailer and that truck back there, there's a half ton there. You probably should eat, dude. You probably should eat. That's probably a thing. You should put the emergency brake on, too. Yeah, so let's do this. We'll take a quick peek around here. I'm not expecting anything awesome back here. And even if there was, I don't really have the room to carry it. I will try to put a truck tire back on there in the trailer if I do find a truck tire at one of these locations. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Not much. A little bit of clothing, I guess. A police light, which I really don't need. We'll drink that. And we will take you. Holy smokes, Max. That was pretty rough. That was pretty rough, and it's daylight. I know, right? Okay, let's open this. Do we get anything exciting in here besides police lights? Not really. Oh, another turtle. That's great stuff. I mean, he's great stuff, but I already have, like, turtles, and I've lost 2 turtles because, of course, of the despawn. The great despawn, as I call it. where I lost so much stuff because I left it with the goat tang. It's very depressing, people. It was very depressing. All right, anyway, nevertheless. Oh, my bad. All right, there we go. All right, we're on our way. We're looking for a truck, people. We're looking for a truck. That's it. I mean, we need a truck, and I need a truck with a working battery. Well, I also need a radiator, right? But I might be able to pull a radiator off, like using the car radiator if I really had to, because radiators tend to be pretty straightforward, right? We don't tend to have a lot of problems with radiators. I mean, I've had this car running on a Lada radiator, so radiators tend to seem to be okay, but you got to have the engine for the truck. I even tried to do a smaller engine, diesel engine, because I think one of the Trans vans has a smaller diesel engine, which I did find and was not able to use in the truck. So we have the engine for this truck, and at the same time, we just need to find a truck now. I'm going to find a truck, and hopefully it will have a battery, and with the battery, we will be able to get it up and running, and hopefully see what happens. So now that's what you see me doing. Now, as I approach 360, I am stopping at garages looking for trucks, because that's my life now. I'm looking for a truck to put together, so as I can get back on track with my plan. And the plan being is I'd like to have a truck and a goat tang and my trans, and move on up and down the road, all happy like as if I trapped myself in here. These silly things. Go on. Okay, what do we got in here? Nothing. Nothing's in here, dude. All right, so nevertheless, we're out of here. I'll bring you back if I find a truck, okay? And we'll go from there. So with that, I'm happy truck hunting. Okay, people, we are literally 0.05 kilometers from 500 kilometers to wrap this one up. I think it's a slightly shorter episode, but I got a surprise, people. That's right. We are driving a truck. It is towing the Trans Am. Hey, look at my Canadian flag, my Canuck flag. I'm so happy I found one. Yeah, I mean, it's been a busy time. I got to go into the car here. Okay, I don't have to do that. We just got to get into the car. I got to do this little duck down thing with the crazy rack on top. Yeah, out you get. And all the things. Now, the truck is far from perfect. And I mean very, very far. Okay? And the reason it is that, one... Oh! Okay. How's that for glitched? Wow! I don't know what happened. Oh, where's the garage? What happened to all my stuff? Wow. Okay. Where's my car? Where's my stuff? Okay, listen, I'm going to do a reload because I don't know what happened there. That's pretty rough. Oh, no, that's not my car. My car has glitched through the ground. That's not the first thing I've lost glitching through the ground. I've lost many things glitching through the ground, but I'm definitely not taking that as a win. Let me bring you back and see if I can get the truck out of the parking lot without explosion. Okay, let's try that. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Yeah, that was crazy, wasn't it? Yeah, basically, how am I doing? I should grab a drink here before we go to the 500K, right? Just to get it done and over with. Oh, we might as well do that too. A very useless tool, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's funny in some sort of humoristic thing, but yeah, I mean, literally, you pee every kilometer, so it's... I mean, after the first 10, it's the ha-ha has been long lost, people. It's been long lost. Is the back room empty? Yes, it is. All right, so in this case, let's try and now drive Let's try and drive this. All right, hey, look at this. And we'll wait until the sun comes up before we have a full look at it. It is far from perfect. First of all, it's using a gasoline engine and not the diesel engine that is in the back of the truck, which is what it is. So I do have a V8 engine in it, but it is still woefully underpowered for what is needed for this vehicle, and it is what it is. You gotta take what you can get, I guess. I do have some decent parts for the truck. In fact, it's got all its windows in it. As you can see, it's got the bed and several other parts. A lot of the floorboards are fixed, all that stuff. I mean, it looks like crap, and I am missing the driver's door. But whatever. Okay. You can't have it all. But as I mentioned, it is powerfully or woefully underpowered, as we've now passed 500 kilometers in this crazy game. Of course, it's not perfect, but I've got a truck running. And the reason I can't use the diesel engine in it is because I just have not found a battery. I have not found the 180 amp battery to turn that engine over. So what I've done is I found a Goat Tang V8 engine, put two turbos on it, which of course then I was able to then take all the diesel out of the tank, because when you find these trucks, they're all filled with diesel fuel, not petrol fuel or gasoline. So you have to drain the diesel out, fill it with gas, then you can put the engine in. And being a V8, though it's still way underpowered for this vehicle, does provide enough power to actually go ahead and move the truck. Now, there is a 4-cylinder diesel out there, and I have tried that as well, and that just wasn't powerful enough to move the truck. The truck just would not pull. And as I said, this truck has no reverse. All right, so we have forward, but we don't have reverse. So it's a bit tricky there. It is what it is, people. I got to do what I got to do. That being said, though, I have a truck, and I have a truck which I can then drag down the road and hopefully one day find a battery for it. And I have the engine in the back to make that work. And the radiator that we're using is the proper radiator for this truck. So once we have the three main components, I mean, we're kind of good to go, right? So, with that, I mean, I'm Max. This, of course, is Drive Beyond Horizons, as we've now passed 500 kilometers. Let me throw up the border up there for you. We're going to keep going. And, it hauls the Trans Am really nice. It kind of keeps the front wheel lifted off, so I don't even have to take the tires off the Trans Am to get it to go down the road. Overall, I think it's just a really good deal. Now, I mean, I did get that top rack and put it on the Trans Am, which looks really bad. But I needed ways to carry stuff, people, and at the time, I didn't have. I'm just looking to see there. It looks like I'm dragging the car. I'm pretty sure I have the emergency brake off on that car. But we'll check it. Get in. Okay, so it is off. All right, that's fine. It just seemed like we have a radio tower over there. It just seemed like I was dragging the car and not actually. And I don't think it's me, right? Well, it must not be me, because if it was, then we have a lot of red lights here. Unfortunately, the game doesn't tell you what any of this stuff is. It's too bad. Again, early access, people. Early access. One, they definitely need part identification. When I put my mouse over something, I should be able to see what the part is and what vehicle it's for, right? Whether it's for the Goat Tang, the Trans, the truck, I should be able to see what the part's for, so as I can then make a decision. Oh, okay, I don't need that part. I need this part. Or I can substitute this part, whatever, right? That's definitely a thing that's got to happen sometime throughout early access. Another thing, of course, is the explosion glitches, right? I mean, the losing of my stuff through the world is really painful. I mean, it's so painful. I'm just looking to see. I'm looking to see if I'm drag. All right, so we don't see any black lines coming out the back now, which means I'm not dragging the car. So sometimes that's a glitch too. That you gotta, play with the emergency brake a couple of times. So anyway, nevertheless, people, I'm Max. This is Drive Beyond Horizons. We got ourselves a truck. It needs parts. It needs parts, people, but that's okay. The car still needs some parts. And it'll give us something to work on while we take on up down the road. Oh, let's fight these zombies to end the episode, huh? Let's do that. What do we have for weaponry? Oh yeah, we're fully loaded here, people. We're loaded for bear. Too bad you haven't got an aim option, but that's okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're coming in. Yeah, have a seat there, Missy. Again, zombies, not real life, right? Zombies are bad. Here, you gonna smile with me through the window? Oh, he has to break the window. I can't break the window. That's so mean. How come they get to break the windows and I don't? Whatever. Wow. There's all kinds of them in there. I'm sure they'll break the windows shortly. Let's have a quick whip out back. We got a couple over here. Okay, there's one. How many bullets you got left, dude? I mean, you're going through a lot of bullets in this one spot. Man, we're going to need more guns. Look at this. We got 2 more out here. Really? Okay, and this one and that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're done. We haven't got enough bullets for this. So let's put that away. We got 2 bullets left. We got to open this door first. Oh, did they somehow sneak out of the building? Did they break the window? It's always hard to tell, people. All right, let's see what we got in here. Yeah. Oh, hello. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I'm glad y'all lined up. Yeah. Wow, you're all really in bad shape there. Okay, we get everybody? All right, we're good. We're good. Yeah, put your fist down, dude. All right, so, truck. We have not the way it's intended to work, but it is working. And we're going to drive it up the road for a while. Hopefully find the proper battery for it so I can put the proper engine in it. And then, of course, we're going to start fixing it up, right? Oh, no. I've left the radiator behind. Uh-oh. This is bad. Okay, so listen. I'll fix it, people. I'll fix it. Let's just detach it so it turns the motor off. Darn it. You goof. You left the radiator behind. The problems I have, people. The problems I have. Listen, I'm going to bring you back on the next episode where hopefully I think the next episode will be us. Actually trying to scrub down the truck. We'll find some paint. We'll also tune up the Trans Am, kind of fix it up, getting it close to, we'll take the parts off. We'll scrub the parts down. I think that's where our next episode is. I think our next episode is trying to make sure that all the parts on the Trans Am are in pristine condition. What that we have. I think we, what do we got here? We got, you just showed me the number, right? 46 out of 59. Well, I mean, it's getting closer all the time, people. The car's got a bit of a shake. Please don't explode on me. At the same time, the truck has 29 out of 51 parts. Obviously, we don't even have the radiator in it at the moment. I'll fix all this, people. I'll fix all this. We're gonna fix it up a little bit on the next one. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.